Hi everyone, welcome to this AutoCAD beginners friendly walkthrough. In this video, I'll be showing you around the AutoCAD interface. I'll be explaining some important tools and demonstrating basic commands to get you started. So let's dive in. So as you can see, this is the AutoCAD workspace. And at the top here, we have the ribbon. It contains all the tools that are grouped in tabs, as you can see. These are in different tabs. This is the insert tab, this is annotate, this is parametric, this is view. So they can be grouped in tabs. These are the tabs up here, like I said, the home, insert, annotate, etc. Then below we have this the drawing area. This is the drawing area where your design happens. So on the left hand side, we have the tool palettes. These are our tools, and we have the property palettes. These are our property palettes up here. So at the bottom, we have your command line. It is the key feature where you type your commands like line, circle, mirror, offset, fillet, and whatnot. So yeah, you also have this model. We call it the status bar. It has things like toggle, grid, snap. This is auto mode. This is snap. It has polar tracking and all of that stuff that you need for your drawing. So first, we are going to set our unit. How to set our unit? You type UN. UN is the short form for units. You type UN, press enter. You can see my drawing display already set it to millimeters for me, but make sure you check to see that it is not in inches. I'm in Nigeria. In Nigeria, most times we use millimeter to work. To change, you see, if your own is in inches, just press this button now and change it to millimeters and press OK. So we have drawing tools. These are our drawing tools. This is line, this is polyline, this is circle, this is arc, this is rectangle, this is ellipse, this is arch. So for line, the command for line is L, enter. So if you want to draw your line, you specify your first point and you draw your line. If you want your line to be as straight as possible, switch on your auto mode. This is your auto mode down here. Make sure you switch it on. You can see auto mode only goes in 90 degrees, 0 degree, and 180 degree. You can see 180, 90, 0, 90, 180, 90. So it only goes in those angles. So like that, you have created your line. It's as simple as that. So for circle, you come here. See, if you press this arrow down, you will see all the options given for circle in your drawing. If your circle is given in diameter, you will come down, you choose diameter. If it is given in radius, come and choose radius. If your um points weren't given but you are giving radius, you use tangent radius. If you're only giving radius but you actually need a circle, you are giving corners, you are going to use tangent. So for now, we'll just stick with radius that is beginner friendly. So come here, specify center and click. That's all. So for your AutoCAD, mouse is very important. You need to get a mouse in order for easy navigation. As you can see with my mouse, I'm zooming in and zooming out. With my mouse, I'm panning. This is called pan. It will make it easier for you instead of struggling with your laptop's mouse. So next, we move on to rectangle. So this is rectangle. For your rectangle, if you were given rectangle of width and height, so you specify your first corner and you say let's say your width or your width is 70. You press 70. You don't press enter, you press tab. If you understand what I mean, you press tab. Your tab will not take you to where you will put your that's your height. Remember width and height. You put your width first, which is 70. You press tab on your keyboard. You see it by your extreme left. So you press tab. You now type in your height. Let's say your height is 50. Then you press enter. Can you see that it's small? So this is your rectangle. It's as simple as that. So this is your polyline. Okay, now let's move on to polygon. So for polygon, if you want to get a polygon, use your command polygon. You see, this is polygon. If they ask you number of sides, if you want a hexagon, a heptagon, an octagon, a nonagon, whatsoever, you type it. So we're going to take nonagon now, that's 9. Enter. So specify the center. You can say inscribed in circles or circumscribed about circle, depends on the kind of drawing you are doing. So we'll say inscribed in circle, and that is that. This is our nonagon, our 9 sides. It's as simple as that. So our next tool is our modify tool. You can see them over here. This is move, this is rotate, this is snap, this is trim rather, this is erase, this is mirror, this is fillet, this is offset, this is rectangle array, this is scale, this right here is explode, this is copy, and this stretch. There are other ones down here too. There are other tools, but these are the main ones we're going to be talking about now. So for erase, what erase does is that once you click something, see, okay, let me do this. Okay, this is joined together. Let me use the line tool. You can see what I did here. For erase, if I select this erase right here and I come here, the entire line will go. For line tool, if you use line tool to draw a rectangle, it will not be together. As you can see, when I touch this rectangle here, they connected, but see what I did the same thing, but these ones, they are not connected. So if you want to draw a rectangle, make sure you use the rectangle tool and you actually don't use line to just draw it, because any small mistake now, you will clean the line off. So like I said, the erase tool cleans everything on a line. You can see activated it, erase this. It has cleaned every single thing on that line. Except for me. That's all for erase. If you want to activate it, after you've pressed each of them, you press enter. But the command for erase is just in. You press in, you press enter, and you select whatever you want to erase like this. And when you are done, you press enter and it's done. So next tool is move. This move, it moves your drawing. Obviously it's self-explanatory, it moves your drawing. So you select your drawing you want to move, you press enter. Enter is very, very important in your drawing. Press enter. Specify your corner where you want to move it, where you want to move. Where's my mouse doing like this? So you can see. See, your auto mode is on. Remember what I told you about auto mode? It only allows you to move in angle 0, 90, and 180. So if you want to move anywhere else, you switch off your auto mode. You can see it allows you to move freely without angle specification. It's as simple as that. So right now we have moved this drawing. So the next tool is copy. Sorry, before we go to copy, the command for move is M. You see, press M, you press enter, you've activated your tool instead of going to your ribbon up here. So our next tool is copy. Let me just tell you the command tool now. The command for copy is CO. You can see that's brought out your copy. CO enter. You select this object, you press enter, then you specify your base points. Then you see that's duplicated it. You can duplicate how many times you like. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. It's as simple as that. You can see. So next time we move to rotate. What rotate does, is self-explanatory. Rotate, you select the objects you want to rotate, enter, and specify. So sorry, enter, specify base points. You can rotate from this angle. You can see. You can see. You can rotate it like this. It's as simple as that. So the next is scale. What scale does is that it either makes your work larger, smaller. If you scale this rectangle times, if you scale it, if you want to scale it on 5, that means you are either reducing it by 5 or you are increasing it by 5. So let's go to scale. You select the object. Let's use another rectangle. Select the object, press enter, specify your base point, then your scale factor. Your scale factor, like I said, if you press 5, you're going to be scaling it times 5 of what the original size was. So if you press 5 and you press enter, you can see it's times 5 of what it initially was. So we move on to mirror. What mirror does? Mirror is like copy, but what mirror does is that it reflects a drawing. Let me show you what it does. So you select this, press enter. Just like how you stand in front of a mirror and it reflects your image, that is what image does of a mirror. So the second point, see what mirror does. See, it mirrored it at the other side. You're going to be doing it, especially in your exam. In your exam, what I would advise you to do, if you are given an exercise like a vase or something that has like a symmetrical line at the middle, just do one part and mirror the other side. It's as simple as that. Maybe as we go on, you would get what I'm talking about because of time. So another tool is the fillet tool. What fillet does is that, as you can see, this is perpendicular to each other. What fillet does is that this perpendicular sharp point, it makes it rounded. Let me give you an example. So I type fillet, I come here, specify the radius, let's say 7, enter. Then I select this object, I select, sorry, 7, sorry, my mouse. Select this and I select this second side. You can see that this sharp point has been rounded by 7 radius. Be a radius of 7, anyone. That's it for you. So yes, that's that for fillets. We're going to be using it a lot. In place of tantan radius, you can use fillet. Anyone that is like easier for you or faster for you to do. So we are going to be going to offset. So what offset does, offset duplicates too, but in a larger or smaller scale. So we're going to be, so like see, they are going to say offset, specify offset distance. If you want to, if the distance of a line is given is the same length and the distance like 10, you just press 10, enter, then specify the object to offset. See, I offsetted outward by 10 and I can offset inward by 10. You can see it's as simple as that. This is the original drawing. I offset outward by 10 and I offset inward by 10. So that is that for our modified tool. So I'm going to give you so yes, I guess that's all. I've talked about the your panning with your mouse tool. That's why mouse is very important. You should get a mouse. You should get a mouse. You need to get a mouse. It's very important. And see, you pan. It's very, very easy. You can zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Very easily. So yeah, that is the basic walkthrough of the AutoCAD interface and some essential commands. So in the future videos, we will go deeper and I'll teach you more of real world 2D and 3D drawings, notation, sorry, 3D modeling and 2D drawings, annotations and every other thing that we need to pass our exams, excel in class and all other things. So yeah, if this video has helped you, please like, subscribe, turn on notification, comment so you don't miss the next tutorial. And again, put down in the comment section what you have learned from this video, and also put down probably videos that you would love to see in the future. So yeah, that's it. Bye.